Chair now recognizes a gentleman from Massachusetts, Mr. Moulton.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Russia has launched 1,460 guided aerial bombs, 670 attack drones, and more than 30 missiles in the last week, killing at least 21 civilians, including 9 children. Ms. Thompson, do you think that that means we've seen an initial ceasefire take hold, to quote you?
Thank you for the question, Congressman. I would point out that this is an ongoing peace negotiation process. We are at the beginning stages of it.
I'm asking if you think that that qualifies as a ceasefire taking hold.
Again, I'm happy to provide additional color on what
Yes
we've
or no?
achieved.
Does that mean a ceasefire has taken hold?
I am happy to provide more clarity on this situation.
You're unwilling to answer the question. You should answer questions when you come here, Ms. Thompson. Ms. Thompson, you said that the Pentagon is undergoing a worldwide force posture review based on President Trump's stated interests. We know a lot of things happen in this administration based on the whims of the president, which tend to change day to day. Do you think a force posture review should be based on the president's stated interests or on sound military advice?
So first and foremost, our global posture review is informed by the president's national security priorities, and then subsequently on our interim national defense strategy guidance, and then ultimately what will be this administration's national defense strategy.
Okay, so just to be clear, the national defense strategy is secondary to what the president wants.
Again, I would say that the president...
Ms. Thompson, you said that President Trump will restore peace through strength. And, quote, we must all do our part to restore peace through strength. Does it show strength to blame Zelensky for starting this war?
I think the goal from President Trump is to bring both sides to the table, both Russia and Ukraine.
Does it show strength to describe Russian President Vladimir Putin, a war criminal, as a genius, as savvy for his invasion of Ukraine?
Congressman, given the sensitive nature of negotiations, again, I don't want to provide any additional color.
I'm just asking if you think it shows strength to praise Putin over our own intelligence agencies, to say that we trust Putin more than the CIA. Does that show strength?
Congressman, again, I would point to our overarching goal, and certainly President Trump's
I'm just asking if it shows strength. I get the overarching goals. You can point to whatever you want. I'm asking you to answer the question. Does it show strength to call Zelensky an incompetent dictator while praising Putin as a, quote, strong leader?
I think what shows strength is President Trump's ability to get both sides to the table, which is a facet that he's already achieved and what this administration continues to prioritize.
That's nice that you think that shows strength, but what I'm asking is, does it show strength to say Zelensky started the war, that he's an incompetent dictator, and that Putin is a strong leader? Do you think that that statement shows strength, yes or no, Ms. Thompson?
Congressman, for further questions on specifics on what President Trump has or hasn't said and the implications of that, I would point you to the White House. I represent the Department of Defense and how we're
you represent
proceeding.
the Department of Defense. Great. So do you think it shows strength to disclose top secret targeting information to our enemies hours before pilots are going to fly over enemy targets on a platform known to be targeted by our biggest adversaries? Do you think that shows strength?
Congressman, again, those are discussions that I'm not privy to, and so...
No, you don't need to be privy to the discussions. I'm just asking you if you think it shows strength to disclose top secret information.
I think what shows strength on the topic that we're here to discuss, which is force posture in Europe...
I'm not asking about that. I'm asking about whether we should disclose top secret information. You represent the Department of Defense. Are you going to hold the troops under the command of DoD accountable to keeping classified information safe? Or do you think it shows strength to tell our troops that it's okay to disclose top secret information, that they will not be held accountable if that happens?
Congressman, I can only speak for myself, and I personally practice all of the information security protocols of the department, and it is the expectation of the department in this position to do so, and I certainly do.
And do you hold yourself accountable for that?
Personally hold myself accountable for compliance with information security? Absolutely.
Well, that's a far cry from what we're seeing from the Secretary of Defense, who said that accountability is back, but has refused to hold himself accountable. General Cavoli, how many Lithuanians showed up for the Mass to celebrate the lives of our service members?
Congressman, I couldn't give you an exact number. I don't know what the police counted, but it's the National Cathedral. It's in this main square. In
Several hundred? Close to 1,000? What is it?
Certainly over 1,000.
Well, we only have one president who spent $26 million on taxpayer-funded golf vacations in the first 69 days since his inauguration, and yet he couldn't leave a Saudi golf tournament to show up for the dignified transfer of those soldiers' remains. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.